Javier Villalobos, Mayor of McAllen.
What was today's meeting on drainage all about, Mayor?
Well, today's meeting was very important. Let me tell you why. We're always talking about drainage, about working together, and the city of Fort Mission and Edinburgh, we have been, but we're trying to get the rest of the community to work together as a region, because the problem cannot be solved by us individually. It has to be a region. So we're very happy that today we had about half of the municipalities in the county, about 10 of them. So we're very excited about that. If we can just get the rest of the municipalities to adopt the policies that the city of McAllen has, and the other 3 municipalities have adopted, it can make a world of a difference. And the thing is, we have policies regarding detention of water, the size of pipes, regarding all that, and it has worked for McAllen. It has worked well. So Mission Far and Edinburgh are implementing those plans or those policies. We need the rest of the community to also do it.
I know previously the Big Four, as you're called, McAllen, Edinburgh, Far, Mission, you have been meeting on this issue. Have you 4 cities adopted one plan and now you're asking for buy-in from the other cities, or are you still doing individual things?
We want everybody to adopt the policy that the city of McAllen has. They're probably the more stringent, but the most effective, and it has been proven. So if we can get them to adopt it, at least anything similar to, it would be a great win. And of course, we got to work together, because also for funding. You know, when you go for funding individually or as a region, guess what's going to happen? You know, you got to work as a region, because at the very end, whatever happens in one municipality affects the other. Whatever happens in McAllen can affect the rest. There's only one drainage system, and all well, 2 in the north and the south, but all the municipalities, that's where they all drain.
And so if you're saying McAllen has the most stringent rules regarding drainage, have the other big 3, Edinburgh, Far, Mission, have they adopted those as well, or have they got something pretty similar?
They pretty much adopted, or if not pretty similar, but it's working. And what's very important too is not just necessarily the policies, but in the subdivision process, in the developments and I'm urging our elected officials, or the rest of the elected officials, to be strict about it, to be careful about granting variances in the subdivision process, because you get into issues that if you don't do it right now, it's going to affect you later. And at the very end, other taxpayers may be paying for something that the individual should have paid in the first place.
And in today's presentation, there were plenty of examples of funding sources. It's not like there isn't funding out there. One of your colleagues was just listing all the potential money sources.
There's different funding sources. You identify the issues, you plan, and then of course you go for the funding. But that's what I'm talking about. It's a lot easier to be able to get funding as a region than as an individual municipality. And that's ultimately that's the objective, because we know we need help, not just here. And this project, what we're talking about, goes all the way to Willacy County and then Cameron County. So we're going to have to get everybody. At the very end, a lot of people sometimes say, why are the gates closed on the flood area? Well, the reason they're closed is because if they're open, then Willacy or Cameron County is going to flood. That's the reason. So at the very end, we're going to also have to go all the way to Willacy and Cameron County to fix Hidalgo County's issues.
I know you've had a number of meetings in recent years on this. Have you got far enough along the road to say how much the global dollar amount will be to fix the municipal areas of the county? We
haven't gone there yet. And it will probably take us some time, but what we need to do is keep on growing the group. And today was a great success.
Anything else you would like to add on this issue?
Just that hopefully the rest of the municipalities, especially the East, starts joining us, because the West starts joining us. We have very good representation from Mission to the East, but we lack representation on the West side.
So perhaps some of those smaller cities on the West side were missing. What would your message be to them?
Our message to them is, look, come join us. We're working this together. It's a regional effort, and what affects us affects them. We're all in it together.
Mayor Villalobos, thank you so much for today's interview.
Sir.